We are going live. Live, people. Hi, everybody. I am back. I never know exactly when the video is starting here. Yeah, it looks like it started. So I'm back after... Oh, YouTube just really stinks. I'm back after the debate that I had with Bart yesterday. I'm not fully recovered yet, and you probably are not either. So I like to wait a few minutes here before people start showing up, so they don't be before I start saying certain things. That's an issue with live videos. But there are things to do, things I can do while waiting. So here's our first person. Hello out there. Can you hear me? So here's what I ate just a few minutes ago. Some plantains and pears. I'm re-carving up. I didn't really eat enough yesterday. And I'll have some water. We're going to talk about a lot of things here. I'll be on for like 40 minutes or so. And so it's on open lines here. Anything having to do with the debate yesterday. Give us some problems here. Q&A also. Well, I'm going to be... I got a clip to show you. Got some comments that I want to read from yesterday. And I will read your comments coming in right here. Ask any questions about the debate, and I will try to answer them. Okay, we got a lot of people in here now. Okay, so now I will start the official stuff. Explain what this video is going to be about. Okay. Now, in my tradition of being different from other YouTubers, I will not be claiming that I won the debate like everyone does. Everybody does that, man. I don't think that's really useful, and it's not as simple as that, because well, it wasn't all a debate. Got to remember that. Some people were complaining that, what kind of debate is this? Where's the debate? Debate. Well, maybe I put that word in the title, but I'm only calling it a debate because that's the term, that's the language we've been using to describe this. It was mostly a debate, but it was different. See, it was kind of subdued, camouflaged, and that was by design. If I really went all out with Bart, he would have raged quit much earlier. I definitely had to hold back. There were some things I didn't say. some things Bart didn't say. And I'll be going over a lot of that. Not necessarily in this video, but coming up all in the next few days. This video is just to get things started, answer some questions. I'll read some comments here coming in. Okay, what the heck? I am missing something here. Where's my window? Yeah, it went away. Anyway, comments. How are you doing knowing your impending doom after Bart told you about the nutritional value of cholesterol? I'm not sure cholesterol is a nutrient. I don't know. Oh yeah. He went over. Yeah. We all know the body makes cholesterol, and there's usefulness there. It's needed. So is water. But if you get too much, you die. Cholesterol. Oh, impending doom might mean the 5 years that I have left. That's very convenient, see. There was once in the debate where I told Bart it was very convenient, the position he has. I could have used it more, but that might irritate him. Gotta be careful. But I'll do it now in the next few videos. It's pretty convenient the way he couldn't really defend his position with the fact that I am doing great on a vegan diet. I'm doing great on a high fruit diet. Low protein, low fat, low. That's what I'm doing great in. And so he did what I've been calling, what politicians do, projecting into the future. You see some politicians say stuff like, oh, if this party was in power, or if we had done this is what would happen in the future. And what you see is that it's the Republicans that do with that a lot. And it's because that's just rhetoric. It's a way of tricking people. You know, you can't debunk that because it hasn't happened yet. So when he says, well, in 5 years, I'm going to start noticing the problems. What am I supposed to say to that? It's pretty convenient for him. I remember like 9 years ago when I was just into this community, I had plenty of people telling us that the fruitarians will be dead in about 2 or 3 years. So Bart's given me much more time. So we're making progress here. Okay. Next comment. I'm not going to say that. It's irritating. Oh yeah, the way Bart starts his videos off by addressing his audience as if they're junior high students. What did Bart teach again? Sure it wasn't junior high school? Someone says it was cancer. No. Vegan Gains produces the cancer and all the carnivores, yeah. But this was maybe the least cancerous video from that includes a meat promoter there, which causes cancer. Well, cancer did get us at the end, though, which and it's going to get him too. Next comment. Gary, you're a nice guy, but that's like the 5th comment I've gotten like that in the last 24 hours. Okay, here we go. But dude, don't go off sledging other people over silly issues. It makes you look cheap and desperate. What other people and what other issues? You've got to be specific, or I don't really know what you're talking about. So, yeah, I'll have to just move on. I don't know. Gary doesn't get sarcasm. Lee Prince, who said it was cancer. That's not sarcastic, though. See, I'm the one who gets sarcasm. I'm a sarcasm expert. Didn't you know that, Lee? You haven't been here long. I'm a master of sarcasm. I take it to a new level. So Lee says, I think Bart rage. Can't say that word. What? That doesn't mean anything. Your body produces cholesterol. Everyone knows that. Man. We discussed that in the debate. Did you watch the whole thing? Let me think here. Produces cholesterol. It's like maybe at the 2/3 mark. I came back to the cholesterol issue because it was good timing. I had him in a corner, and we'll show that. We'll get into that in a few days. I'll eventually just go through most of the video, giving you my play-by-play of what was really going on. Yeah. Lee says that his body produces semen, and lots of it. But you don't want that in your bloodstream. That's not where it goes. You want urine in your bloodstream. Okay, vegans produce more semen than testosterone. Well, sometimes they do. Oh yeah, it varies. It's not all about meat or no meat. That's what she said. And yeah, and because cholesterol. Right, I was thinking about that this morning. I don't want to be one of those people that that says, what was it? I don't remember. My cholesterol. That wasn't the word. Lots of comments here. Oh, here we go. Oh, bring it on. Because I can handle anything. And I proved that yesterday. I proved a lot of things. And this wasn't just a big ball contest with vegan gains. Someone said that. Had nothing to do with vegan gains. So you've knocked vegan gains off the top spot easily. Well, we're very different. You were a nice guy, but you were no match for Bart. That's only true when it came to the cholesterol part of the video. Now, so much to say. First of all, that part wasn't a debate. It wasn't a match. And Bart never called this a debate. And did you notice he didn't want to debate? Whenever I started getting whenever I started to push him and debate him, he tried to argue out of it and say, I thought we were going to discuss the science. Well, I don't do that. There's no point. Because most of these debates are about the science, and it just ends in an argument over the science. It doesn't go anywhere. I did something different here, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Just a second here. Okay. Okay, here's some official words I got for you about the debate. Okay. A lot of people do not realize the subtext of the debate and what I was doing. But some people caught some moments. Yeah, Michelle Lowe. We want to check her video out. I want to get to that again. I want to see it for the second time. But she said she told me in the comments that there were some good points made. I'd like to see her do a video on that, because her first video there was all about how she didn't want, she was frustrated on how it went. Yeah. Because if she was in my position, then she could have put up an argument to his lecture. That's all he wanted to do, was lecture us. And Michelle would have been able to debate him on that stuff. And I imagined that people could do that. Maybe that's why Bart wasn't debating Michelle and doesn't want to and not going to. Right, he chose me because he said I was non-threatening. Yeah, so he sees Michelle as a threat. That's interesting. So there's something we have shown. But while I got myself in the door to talking with him, and by being subtle and non-combative, I was able to last longer than anyone yet with Bart. And I was able to subtly show the audience things without ever saying, without pointing it out. And there was one commenter that said something like that. Let's hope that, he said, let's hope people will be smart enough to be able to see all the holes. And with Bart, what do you call him? What do you call it? So it appears that a lot of people didn't realize all these things that I was showing people, that Bart didn't have a lot of game, wasn't able to really put up an argument to a lot of the things I said. I was trying to lead him to somewhere, and oftentimes he would not go there. Like the age thing, remember that? We talked about my age for like 2 or 3 minutes, and never did he even ask my age. He doesn't want to get into that. He was trying to avoid that whole thing, even making jokes, as a way of getting out of it. You see politicians do that. Oh, remember that bald guy thing? Let's get back to the LDL thing here. That was probably where Bart looked the best, and I looked the worst. What was interesting is, he posted to me a few hours later after the debate. He said some rude stuff. I'll read it here. Yes. Okay, he's saying in the next debate we'll talk about deficiencies of a vegan diet. See, there you go. That's all he wants to do. He wants to lecture vegans. He's focused on vegans. That's one thing I wanted to bring up in the debate, but didn't get around to it. Couldn't get everything. But it's like 80% successful on my part. And I know a lot of you just don't believe that and don't see it. But watch my next few videos, and I will show you. So he said, talk about the vegan diet. I hope you better prepare for our next chat. You are badly disorganized? All this is like the opposite. Irrational. There was, I should say, there was many times where we were not understanding each other, meaning Bart not understanding me. Oh, and something I noticed after a while. He was cutting me off, interrupting a lot. He didn't do that as much in the other debate. And that's like one of his rules, is that you don't cut people off when they're trying to get somewhere and make a point. And that's one of my big pet peeves. I really wasn't... He was making it hard for me. Maybe on purpose. He also... unprepared for a scientific discussion. No, I was prepared, see. Not really to debate, but just to discuss it. But he went on so long. He said so many things at once that it left me not knowing where to go next. What's interesting is I remember him saying in the debate with Ricky, no, I've been watching so many debates, I don't remember. It was either him or maybe Frank who said, well, you're just giving me too many things at once here. Yeah, I think it was Frank. We weren't discussing. So I said, so he started things off, kicked off with the cholesterol debate, but he just went into a lecture. That was not a discussion. Not only that, but what he said in my video, in the debate, he didn't say any of that stuff in his last debate. I watched a whole bunch of debates. I read up, I studied up, yet what he said in the debate, I had never heard anywhere. And what was that about? Well, maybe it was because he was talking about mechanism, which Dr. Ricky didn't let him do. Now, another thing about that was that I suspect that was a lot of jargon that he just ran off so he could control and dominate that discussion. And it was known to everyone up front that he is a senior scientist, formally educated with all this jargon, and I'm not. What did you expect? Now, I was thinking of telling him to tone down the scientific stuff and just talk English, because that's my language. But I thought he'd get upset at that, or try to use that against me. So because things were going so well for him there at the beginning, he was able to, he wasn't bothered. Things were going well, so he was acting really normal, which was strange. We haven't seen that much. But then as I slowly started to chip away, slowly, it took time, chipping away the stone to reveal the straw man, the straw caveman. It started to show, and that's when Bart started using language. He used no bad language in the first half of the video. And I remember thinking, he's not using any bad language. He usually does, like all the time. But he started using it in the second half, because that's when that's when we started getting into the topics in which I chip away and start trying, like a chess game, start trying to corner him. And that's also when he's interrupted mostly and started getting more rude. That's because he knew that he was getting trapped. It's a trap! It's a trap! Get out! Well, he got out. Now see how things are starting to look different? And I'm only beginning. So he kept derailing me when he knew where I was going. He knew I was trying to make a point. Oh, so many things. By the way, another good thing I'm not showing the video yet, just going over generally, is there's a lot of people who probably haven't seen it yet. Yeah, there is. Our video's up to 500. Now Bart put up his video from mine. It's a duplicate of the one that's on my channel, but his video already has about 1,200. Vegans are losing here. Now, as he kept trying to sidetrack me and knock me off, I tried to circle back around and kind of reiterate what I was saying in a different way. And then what did he do? He said, "You keep asking the same question, and here's the same answer." And I said, "No, I already know that our bodies make cholesterol. I already know that bananas and corn has been modified over the last many thousands of years." But I couldn't say that because he was busy belittling me for the third time, trying to make me look as if I have some kind of a mental problem. No, I think we saw where the mental problems are. Oh, we will see them. Oh, I was just thinking of something else. I don't want to spoil this one. But, yeah, can't say anything. I've got a good burn coming up. I have a ton of stuff, not just on Bart, but Tim, Boogie, everybody, man. Everybody. Got binders full of people. So now there's a video that I want to show you. I just found this a few hours ago. I thought I'd look for a video about the debate, and didn't find anything yet. Just Michelle is the only one in the world who's made a response video to this yet so far. So I wanted to watch the video while I was eating, and I found this. It's from a month ago, though. Doesn't matter. The truth does not change over time. And listen to this and see if this sounds familiar.
My goal was to change this up.
Yeah, change the way these debates are happening. He wanted to debate Bart, but you haven't seen him, have you? it makes me look more like a genius that I was able to get the second. I was one of only 2 people to get a debate with Bart. First one to do it in video. And I lasted the longest. How did I do that?
And have an academic discussion. I wanted to challenge someone who's an academic. So we get rid of the pseudoscience and the internet publication biasing and move into a more scholarly realm where we can discuss in an unbiased manner what is good for the body, how does the digestive system work, how are we different from...
Yeah, he was talking about before Bart. Before Bart. I guess he's talking about all the Franks, the Bakers, and on the ethics debates. Let's get to the science. Well, look what happens when we did.
Dogs and lions and obligate carnivores, what is our advantage? And could the carnivore diet have advantages? What are its disadvantages? If you are going to dislike a video or get upset as soon as you hear about how your diet has its disadvantages, you are practicing religion, okay? You've been around for thousands of years. We've been around for thousands of years with the same type of faulty brain. It's very faulty. We can start believing things very, very easily and get manipulated. And the goal of this channel is to teach you how to think. This channel isn't for everyone, okay? Unfortunately,
that's what I do too. See, anybody can spout a position, and you're only going to be appealing to people who want to hear that. I go above all of that, and I teach people how to see the big picture and how to think critically and recognize red flags and straw cavemen.
Channel is to teach you how to think. This channel isn't for everyone, okay? Unfortunately, this guy dropped out of the debate, and it's because he had some trepidation over a few things. He felt like he would lose the debate. And so
I don't know if he's talking about Bart here.
we're going to get into that. So it all started with the first debate with the guy online who literally told me that I know more than you after 3 months of study. Okay, so someone who doesn't do a lot of research. And so I said, okay, guys, who's next? And everybody's like, Bart K, Bart K, Bart K. Multiple people said Bart K.
Bart K? Margarine. Am I the first one to make that joke? Yeah, but... and yeah, anybody under 35 doesn't have any idea what I'm saying. But yeah, Bart's got this army going around saying Bart K, and I'm seeing it now with Garth Davis. No, yeah, Bart's trying to trap him. Hey, look who's come up. I just got a notification here from Bart K. Bart K. Nutrition Science Watchdog has replied. Looks like he's replied to me. No, the climate has always changed, yada, yada, yada. Notice I didn't say that in the debate. That was well, and I'm not even going to click on that because, well, I want to save that for maybe tomorrow's video. We'll just make him disappear here. See how easy that was? Okay.
I don't have a huge subscriber base, so for 5 different people to say Bart K, I mean, that's a lot, okay?
And I just got to point out once again how there's an amazing coincidence there that he pops up right here. Oh yeah, see, I'm in the way here, aren't I? See, a pop-up appeared here. Notification. Okay.
And so why Bart K? Why Bart K? Because he makes Kool-Aid better than you do, because he has a few more vocabulary words from his academic experience. So that's the only reason. See, people with every religion, they need to have a figurehead. So the only reason these people that you're listening to are interesting is because they're creating Kool-Aid for you. I'm not doing any of that. I'm never going to do that. Okay, never. The only Kool-Aid I manufacture is connect to nature. So I reached out to him. I said, I commented on a video. I said, hey, I can't find your email. Shoot me an email. Here's my email.
Oh, the email thing, man. Well, he wanted me to email him to set up the debate. The first place I looked was, okay, so he's got his email somewhere. So I went to his About page, couldn't find it. A few hours later, he says, oh, in a video. He said, email me. Yeah, the live video. He said, it's on my About page. And then he said, well, why don't I just give it to you now? Like, yeah. Okay.
And then I think he gave me his email. So here's the first email. So I'm just going to take you through our emails and show you what kind of happened and explain the thought process and what this ultimately means.
Anyway, so what do you think of that? I hear that and I thought, yeah, that sounds like what happened in my debate. While listening to that, almost no one in the world is going to understand that. So it's kind of strange that he would try to convince people of the truth of LDL by talking over their heads. And at the same time, I was thinking, this stuff is probably, since I don't understand it, he could easily be just manipulating things, like you see so many other times that people do, gurus, hucksters, scammers. Only I couldn't go after him because I had no idea what he was talking about. And maybe that was the goal. But I was hoping people would see what he was doing. And then he says, go to the research and go look at the research. Wait. That's what the whole world's been doing for decades. And it's like universally accepted that too much cholesterol in the bloodstream does cause not just clogs, but actually causes some of the damage. And that it's been shown, we've had, people, a whole bunch of people have lowered their cholesterol, went on to live healthy lives with reversing their heart disease. Okay. So what's the problem? Okay, I'm going to look at my comments. I want to make sure everything's good here too. That you heard that clearly. Because cholesterol. Okay. Yeah, Lee Prince has been watching me since last summer. I don't know if that's enough time. Because the entire last 7 months has been consumed with these carnivores, mostly vegetable police. And so I haven't been doing my usual stuff. There were 3 things that he said that stood out to me. The whole vegan failure rate thing, very unscientific, and I didn't even need to say anything. I could hardly believe it. But I want to save that. I'll save that one. Yeah. Yep. You were trying to put down other carnivores like Frank as wearing makeup. Well, if he'd not interrupt me, he would see that I was working towards a point. The point wasn't to talk about Frank. It was part of making a point, which I don't know if I ever got to. I couldn't make it through the whole thing, says Lee Prince. Well, I did. That was difficult. And I was in the difficult position. I don't think people appreciate that. How difficult it was. Tim Sheaf is looking strong and healthy? Right, I saw a comment just like this yesterday. Someone is saying here that, let me find this again. Oh my God, a lot of comments. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Lot of comments. Jeez. There we go. Tim Sheaf. Here's now. I think I know this person. His thumbnail says "Meat Militia," and his name is Vegan Gains, the Clueless Coward. So you know this is a troll person or an anti-vegan, so you can expect some crazy talk. Yeah, that's another point there where I was going with Frank, is that there's so much craziness in that community. Why is that? And he said, let's not look at that at all. Let's look at the science, all the jargon that you can't understand. If you can't understand it, ask a scientist. Really? So he says this crazy thing. Tim Sheaf is looking strong and healthy after a few months of animal products. Hardly any. He was just eating a few eggs a week for the last few months. And then there was that 35-day fast where he went from 170 to 130. No, he's not looking strong. He looks drained and tired. It's pretty crazy. Oh, by the way, Meat Militia guy, do you know that I made up that term? And Bart has been using it. And so you're going to get a whole bunch of people who don't know where it came from. I made that up around early December. It's good stuff. I come up with the good stuff. Okay, the climate change skepticism was another thing. Yes, but I want to save that for another video. And 3, hypersensitivity, grounding. He's not consistent. Some things he seems to scrutinize intensely, others not so much. I'm hoping the viewers could see that he's as biased as vegans are. It goes... Okay. You were amazing, no doubt. Thousands will turn vegan because of this. They should. But, you know, people... Chris Plum says, also, he didn't address the causes of inflammation. That's what Michelle was saying, too. And I think he did. Well, he didn't get into specifics, but I agreed with that, which left me with nothing to say again. He said the inflammation is from the bad way people eat. And how do I disagree with that? You know, cooked food? Sorry. Sorry, Parallel University and crew, but cooked food does cause inflammation. Not a lot, depending on how much you eat. And all sorts of things do. Anything that's unnatural, as a matter of fact. Meat does. So that's one of the areas where he might have taught me something, which was his goal to teach us vegans. That, can you disprove this here? Can Michelle disprove? Can you prove the negative? I wanted to say that line in the debate. It never had an opportunity. Can you prove that negative, that inflammation is not a main cause of heart and artery disease? And you know people are inflamed, and stress inflames you. Just anything bad will. He says Bart didn't seem to realize that a good vegan diet is full of anti-inflammatory foods. Full of them. He might agree with you. I was surprised that he said some good things about the vegan diet. But he says you shouldn't exclude animal products because of the fallacy, the nutrient fallacy, which we didn't get into, but did we really need to go through B12, DHA, K2. Risa Wild says, what did you prove? I proved a lot of things. I've already said I proved that Bart has some weaknesses. He was running from a lot of things. And he didn't really prove much. I proved that a person with no formal education can go up against Bart, who is a senior scientist who taught doctors in medical school. I was able to stand up to him and ask him some hard questions, which his responses were not so good. kind of doing the political thing to try to get out of the tough questions. See, I was being like a reporter, questioning a politician. And if I can withstand a senior scientist, that doesn't look good to the senior scientist. Specifically, and if he doesn't look good, then this carnivore diet that he is promoting doesn't look good. And that's what I showed in that video debate. That's why that video needs to go viral. And it's not going to just do it by itself. We got to get the word out. I'm waiting for Vegan Gains' next notification. He hasn't made a video in a couple days. As soon as that pops up, we got to get in there right away to be one of the first people to comment. Because I'll bet you that most people don't even know this debate happened. And you know, the numbers will tell you. Usually people don't know about it unless they also watched it. Okay, next comment. Okay, here's the troll again. Nobody has been able to disprove Bart on the role of LDL to date. I think Bart, Ricky and that other guy did a little bit. And I think Michelle has in her videos. You know, I think that's what Michelle should stick to. Trying to debate Bart it's just really hard, frustrating. She's got some ammunition, but she may find out that if she uses it on Bart, what he's going to do, he's going to do something that just ruins it. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. Tomatoes, blueberries, spinach, kale, almonds, walnuts, oranges. Anti-inflammatory, I suppose. Yeah, I eat most of those things. Bart has not been disproved. Yeah, you said that. Neither have I. Right, I brought up a lot of things. Did he disprove anything? Shouldn't he have been able to do that? We'll look into that play-by-play coming out, starting tomorrow. I also got the impression that you cornered him on the natural trans fat point. He didn't seem decided on that. That was interesting. That he said so little that it would get the viewers on the outside thinking, okay, he said trans fats are bad, and trans fats are in meat. That was weird. And you know, that was just an afterthought for me. I had it written down in my script. I didn't even say much. I just thought I should just toss in the trans fats at the end. See what he has to say. And I'm just in the debate. I'm like this through most of the debate. This is going well. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Fawn's Homestead Life says, Bart crushed you. I think this person's new to my channel. And I don't think you've watched this whole video. Came in late. I'm going over so many things in why it only seems like Bart crushed me. The LDL part of the video. Go back and watch this video for what I said. Little bit iffy going on there, but 100% crushed him. He doesn't like Michelle. Well, nobody likes him. Well, what's not to like about Michelle? I think what he doesn't like is the crushing she can deliver. Thinks Michelle is irrelevant. What do you mean? She seems to know what Bart is talking about. She's had formal education. For years, vegan gains. See, here's this guy again. Meat Militia wants to keep talking about vegan gains. Vegan gains claimed that cardiovascular disease was not caused by inflammation, but by LDL. Doesn't he now look the idiotic parrot? Well, if we went back and looked, he was probably saying that the focus should be on LDL. Because it's kind of like playing games by trying to find a deeper cause. We don't like the LDL cause, so let's look deeper. And you could probably keep going backwards. But the deeper you go into science like that, the more you can't be sure that what you found is true. That's why you need to look at the real world and observe the epidemiological studies. That's why most studies have to do with those things. And they're cheap. Overall, nobody won, and nobody made a better argument, but Bart K was more organized and intellectual. He had nothing to organize, though. He was... all he had to do was sit there and sit around and wait for me. I had to do a ton of prep. What do you mean organized? He didn't bring up anything. I was the one who led all the discussions. That was the format. He didn't need to be organized. All he had to do was sit there. And there he is now. Again. There he is below me. Another pop-up. He says, Gary, mate, you got punched. Bloody. Does he know I'm live right now? I'm going to click on this one.
Did you know that high blood sugar and
Let's see what we didn't know.
diabetes symptoms have nothing to do with eating carbs or sugar?
Yes. It's interesting that this is coming up on Bart's video here.
Recently, a doctor from Arizona has uncovered a beta cell secret for fighting the real cause of high blood sugar and diminishing diabetes symptoms. He's created a short video.
Keep in mind, as long as you stop the ad before 30 seconds, the people paying for the ad don't have to pay Bart. Just keep it under 30 seconds, and you don't give any money to these people. If you want the ad makers to pay the YouTuber, you know what I mean? So just go over 30 seconds. Yeah. And he keeps replying to me every few hours, and I haven't replied back. I think I took care of things in the debate, and he's acting more immature here in the comments, and I don't need to play that. It's weird. He says he bans people if they try to have a debate in his comment section. But this is okay. You got punched bloody. I went really easy on you. Oh, you're hearing it here first. This is breaking news. Oh, man. Do you see this? Are you seeing this, people? First response. Well, we've been going an hour. I really should end the video, but there's so much to cover. I can get rid of that. Let's see. So there's so many comments coming in, I can't read them all. No, Risa, I wanted to make a point. And Bart kept sidetracking me. Happy to point it out. It wasn't a debate. Stop referring to it as a debate. This is Risa again. Yeah, it was more of an interview, I agree. But it wouldn't sound right if I were to say, I kicked Bart's butt in an interview. We could call it an interrogation, if you would like. Oh, that reminds me. I want to tell Bart I'm on live here. Time. For word games. See the post-debate stuff. That's where the fun happens, when people make their post-debate videos. Those are fun. Okay, more comments. If yeah. There's a debate. Bart K is very controversial. What is up with you guys? ZE has arrived. Bart K ain't got nothing on the VDC. You showed more courage than Vegan Gains. I really like Gary's approach to this live stream with Bart K. Thank you very much, ZE. Because it was on purpose. I said a lot by not saying anything. Gary, you are delusional if you think Bart thought he was in a trap. No, I got evidence. I'm going to be covering all that. Where it just really looks like he's trying to get out of things. There's stuff he just never answered for. Why not? When I brought up oxygen, remember? He didn't understand what I was saying, maybe? Or he knew where I was going. He seems to be smart. I was making the right move, the right political move to get to the next place. He could have just said, "What are you talking about?" But he never did that. Let's see. And then Clueless Coward comes in and says, "Ha ha, that's when you started to talk about others." ZE says, "Risa Wild, I think you are projecting here." Oh, just lots of projection. It's getting tiring. I've started to just not even reply to some people. No, your channel is less popular. I don't know. It's not a complete sentence. You should have Vegan Gains subs. I said that a few months ago. Yeah, really. I spoke to Bart after the debate. He felt nothing of the sort. I don't know what that means. You're delusional. You got slaughtered, Gary. Says meet militia. Well, Bart is currently in the comment section of his video trolling me. I'm here live speaking to the world and just reading comments with no censorship here. Oh, by the way, he also deletes, he censors people's comments. Trap. You are delusional. Yeah, Gary's approach was legendary. This was big. Nothing like this. Vegan could have. Michelle could have, if she would debate on statistics field that she has academic knowledge of. Academic knowledge of, but she refused. What? Statistics are no good? Why would Bart want to use statistic? Oh my God, he did that in my debate. I'm gonna cover that one. Wow, man. It's all the same people here. I can't wait for the next debate. Really? I don't know if we need another one. It was work. It was tough. Well, even when we got away from LDL, he still kept trying to dominate the conversation. Bart didn't want to debate you because of the oh yeah. He said that about Michelle. Yep, he's making all his moves based on trying to get popular and making money. So Bart has done mainly nothing except animal products for 20 years. No. I don't think so. I think just a few years. People are so dumb. No critical thinking. That's right, Risa. It just makes me think of Trump calling everybody else dumb. Yeah, everybody else is dumb. He knows more about military strategy than the generals. It's just nonsense. Risa, you're not only dumb, you have a brain problem. Have you had a head injury? Do you have any scars in your skull? How many times have you hit your head? Yep, no documented case of anyone eating only animal products for 20 years. Not debate. I can see Bart not wanting to debate Goji or Dr. Greger. He's trying to get Dr. Greger. Now, Greger is kind of like Bart. He sounds better than he is. Yeah, I don't think so. That should be a debate. Yep. What a ridiculous question. They wouldn't debate him. Go and watch his videos, and you will see. Haven't seen nothing. He's just preaching to the choir. There's no such thing as ridiculous question. Vegan gains back out of the debate. Ketchup. Goji backed. Get Gigi. Gary calling Risa dumb. Here's Bart. That's Bart. So you know Risa. Who is this person? Is she formally educated? I'm just going by what I'm reading here. She just seems to be a troll. Oh, okay, here we go. So Bart is here in the comments, watching this video right now. Let me see. I will read his comments here. Ivan's here too. Bart K, the watchdog, he is watching us right now. He said, keto 20 years, carny 5 months. Yeah, that's what I remember. Now, so that means on keto, you were eating some plants. Maybe, I don't know, what kind of plants were you eating? Probably vegetables, maybe avocado. He said, Gary calling Risa dumb. My God. Laughing my effing A off. Who's this Risa? Why is that funny? Parallel University's here. I was talking about you a few minutes ago. He said, Donald Anderson, were you born vegan and never strayed from the paths once? Donald Anderson. Why do you ask that? Next comment. Oh. Okay. Bart says, I thought you were doing a review, Gary. You're not. There we go again. The nitpicking. Yeah. It's not really it's not technically formally a review. That'll be coming up tomorrow. Then Bart said, my next target is Garth Davis. He's agreed. And Chris says, Gregor would flatten Bart K into a pancake. Bart says, Chris, you really are a moron. Also utterly deluded. Right. No one's flattening nobody. People just believe what they want. No one's proved anything. Ooh, look at this. Notifications popped up that Dylan, who was the moderator in that previous debate, he's made a video called Bart K versus Vegan CarboRaider. Disgusting greed? So he's now, again, here we are, just got the word right here live. He's the second person in the world to do a response video to that debate. We could go check that out right now. But it's just getting late. Now I need to eat my 4th meal of the day. Okay. More comments. There, now you can see the comments. Okay, Chris got back to Bart K saying, it's okay, I'm just having a laugh. Mate Militia says, Michelle does not deliver anything other than words. Who else do we know that does that? See, there you go. People are just going to see things how they want to see them. No one's proven nothing. When has she disproved Bart on LDL via her own video with science? Answer is never. Chris said, Bart K, I like your style and I appreciate your authority. Thumbs up. Make science great again. And Bart says, veggies and leafy greens with some fruit, Gary. Bad for me. So I stopped it. Finally. Well, yeah, if you put fruit on top of all that fat, like we discussed in the video, we both agree that's bad. Bart is now claiming he's healthier. Well, yeah, healthier. Which is subjective. Gary, you got no hope of another debate. Garth Davis agreed? Garth David. No, I think it's Davis. Is the only person Bart... Well, oh. Chris says, Bart K, which essential nutrients are you lacking? As vegans, I would like to know, do you have a specific video covering this on your channel? Here's another person. BBC Censored says to Bart K, you said that humans are at the top of the food chain, and we are not. Yeah, I let that one go. I've heard that so many times, and it's not really something worth debating. It's doesn't really mean much. Michelle, a lot of comments. Losing track. Okay. Michelle does not deliver anything other than words. When has she disproved Bart? Gee. Bart says, BBC, is your IQ over 90? Oh, now Bart wants to go after people on their IQs, do you? I was thinking about this morning. Let's see. What did she say again? Oh, just the food chain comment. See, the thing with IQs, they can be proven with a simple test. Who wants to come at me? Take the IQ challenge. Michelle, B12. IQ. Okay, Donald says, I'm giving you the play-by-play of the debate going on in my comments section with Bart K here. He says, Bart, IQ isn't the only metric for intelligence. You seem to be lacking in other departments. This is quite amazing here. That this is like the biggest thing in our community right now is going on right here, at least in our circles. And 15 people are watching. Okay. That's pretty interesting. BBC has come back and says, Bart K, I question your IQ after that stupid statement. I don't. That has nothing to do with IQ. I agree with Bart K that we haven't evolved physical traits for hunting because, due to intelligence, it was unnecessary. Totally agree. I don't really agree with that. That's up to debate. I'd say that the body doesn't really know. And really, if you think about it, what if there was a point where there was lack of plant foods, and so we needed meat? And that did happen in the Ice Age. And no, we weren't intelligent back then. Prior to that, we didn't have tools. Nothing special. So we could have used some claws and fangs, but we never got them. And really, now we're getting into evolution, where there's not much science on that. We don't know if... Yeah, just really don't even want to go there because it's useless to talk about evolution. The fact is, like I was saying to Bart, fruit just works for people. But, you know, and if you look at all the animals who are high fruit eaters, you see that they don't eat fats. And see, nature got it right there. The way nature evolved, if you eat fruit, you know, you're not going to be eating fats. You're eating fruit. And it works. You know, is there any science that says it doesn't work? He didn't bring any science. He said, look at YouTube, Google. So Bart says, Donald, I know, but it's a pretty good one. Oh, IQ test. Yeah. Comments keep coming in. Okay. Keep losing my place. Okay. So, is Bart vegan yet? That makes me think. These people, they want vegans to try a different diet. What do you mean? They did try a diet. That's how they became vegan. They want us to just try this, like, no fiber diet. See what happens. But that's ridiculous. Why do that? But will they try? See for yourself what a fruitarian diet is like? No, they won't. How could he still have teeth? He's been vegan for 24 years. And another thing I would have said was, if I was low on protein, I'd be losing weight. Because the body would take protein from the muscles if it needed it for something else. Or the muscles would just wear out because they weren't being regenerated. And I have made sure that I watched that closely, see if I was losing strength. And I haven't. I just haven't. No signs of anything. Bart K, thoughts on nicotine, acid, nicotinic acid supplementation. That sounds pretty boring. We'll be talking about that here for. Slightly Vegan says there's nothing else interesting to watch from the $1 trillion media industry. So I'm here. Someone's asking if Bart is still here. I was wondering. There. Bart says, yes, Donald, what's the question? Bart's taking questions. Oh, yeah, since Bart's here, I had a question. I had a lot of questions. I don't know. Why are you afraid that Michelle will get more subs? It wouldn't be a lot. And then what's the big deal? Oh. So are you saying you're ignoring Michelle because she could be a threat, and you're worried about her becoming popular? Bart, I want to apologize. Donald wants to apologize for his rude attitude. Oh, man. Frank Tufano's sister would destroy Bart in a debate. I do not think so. You're still streaming, Gary? Yes, there's action going on in my comment section. Bart says, my take on all forms of supplementation are that if you need a supplement, your diet is deficient. Yes. Dr. Berg sells some supplements, and a few other carnivores. Frank Tufano has a Amazon page. He sells certain fatty acids, and some other stuff. Yep. See, me and Bart never discussed my supplement regimen. So he's just left to assume that I'm taking a whole bunch of supplements. He says, you are right, but few of the people who are deficient being vegan. Wait. You're right about a few. You're right about few of the people who are deficient being vegan, but so what? Not sure what that refers to. Vegans are quite rare. Right. Oh. Dr. Ricky said he would do a follow-up, and he didn't. Bart says, neither do I particularly promote them. Yeah, I was trying to make a point on supplementation when Bart left the debate. He ended it. I was making the point that we need oxygen, but we don't get it from our diet. So, do you see what I'm saying? Not everything we need we get from our diet. And so supplements could be supplementing other things. Not diet. Not diet related. And Bart says, no, not at all. Talking with someone else. That's about it. Anyway, I will be back here tomorrow. And the next day. I got some good stuff for you. I'll be further making my case. Making more cases. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say I'm not going to claim I won the debate, but I was successful in doing certain things. And that I want to point this out. I want to point some things out to people. So, stay tuned. And subscribe and turn your notifications on so you can take part in the live videos and see the action happening and participate in the comment section. Okay. Let's make one last check here. Bart says the company the company do not confirm anyone's affiliation. Oh, that's nothing. All right, people. Oh, I just thought of one thing I wanted to do in this video. A lot of people were talking about that I have a problem with my nerves. Maybe not. Let's see. And brain function is another thing because I pause a lot to think. But let's see how well my brain, nerve, body-mind connection works. I'll be proving 2 points here. And that is. Oh, wow. I'll keep the stool. I'll use the stool. This could be a little dangerous. I think I can handle it. I will be showing balance, which you need brain nerve coordination to do, and I forget, but it shows a lot. Let's see here. This is for everybody, including Bart. To show off some of my skills. This does prove something, yeah. It does. Camera's got to be far away to do this. Okay. This is gonna work. this will work. Okay, this is the grand finale of my 2-hour video. Oh, we're having a connection problem. I've lost my camera here. Yeah, loose connection there. I will have to reconnect it, won't I? And let's see if that works. Yep, I'll have to reconnect, so you can just read the comments section. Be entertained by that. This will just take a minute. Capture device. Okay. Oh, just 30 more seconds. There, I got it. Okay. And I also have to adjust something else. Man. And I'm not just gonna balance. I'm gonna do something that none of you can do. Try this at home afterwards. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's getting better. Oh, that's it. Okay. I'll have to improvise. It's not enough. Oh yeah, this will be fine. You can see that my hands are free. just been standing for 2 hours. The controls there. That is hard, man. Try that. Try it without a stool. Well, I could have done that without the stool, with the way I had it set up there. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. I do it even better. Okay, people. Carb up. Go vegan. My balance improved when I went raw vegan. That happened like 7 years ago. It was, and I just noticed just walking around. That I just felt just really stable. Not that I didn't before, but it's hard to describe. I was forgetting about that. Otherwise, I would have brought that up in the debate. See if there's any comments here. Someone says, now this is interesting. Yep, I thought of that last night. That's something to do in a video. Huh. Okay. So that will do it. Let's wrap this video up. That's a great color on you, Gary. The sweater? Bart's still talking with someone about some affiliate, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut this off. Well, I don't have to, but I should. Okay. The jacket, yeah. Yeah, that's a good color. Bright blue. Okay, I'll see you back here. I'll see you here tomorrow. Maybe early. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.